Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have another ball review set up for you guys. So we finally get to throw the new Hammer Bowling Radioactive Vibe. Obviously the Vibe line has been a very iconic name for the Hammer brand and just kind of throughout bowling itself. So we've had plenty of vibes, but this one stands out a whole lot with the color scheme that we have. I'm pretty excited to watch it go down the lane, that is for sure. But before we get started, make sure you go hit the sub button. We are almost to 5,000 subs, and once we get there, we will have plenty of giveaways for you guys to show you guys support for supporting me. So again, I appreciate it. Let's go see what we have with this Radioactive Vibe. Just a quick note before we get started. The layout I have on my Radioactive Vibe is 45 by 4 5/8 by 30. This is kind of the typical layout I have on most of these bowling balls for the ball reviews. Okay, so we are getting started with the Hammer Bowling Radioactive Vibe. Threw a couple shots on the right lane just to get warmed up. That's about it though. Again, we have the very bright, I think it's listed as neon yellow color, so won't be missing this ball going down the lane, that is for sure. I think this might qualify for the brightest and boldest color I think I've seen from any bowling ball. So if you've thrown a Vibe before, obviously we've had plenty of vibes, like I said to start the video. Again, this isn't a high performance piece in the Hammer line. It's not the weakest piece, that is for sure. It kind of sits in the middle. Again, this should give you plenty of length and a good amount of down lane motion for I think the price of the bowling ball as well. That's left. What's funny is I haven't really thrown the Vibe line too much. I feel like when I was younger, I threw the Emerald Vibe a good amount, and I think most recently I threw the Ocean Vibe. That's about it. The other ones I didn't really, I don't think they matched up with me as well. So to see this one have the down lane motion it has so far it's pretty good. Hammer also just announced the Dark Web Hybrid. So again, another ball to complement the Hammer Web line, basically. So we've had the Dark Web, I had the Dark Web Hybrid. Should be a stronger piece than the Radioactive Vibe that we have here today. So we haven't missed yet. You know, we've thrown a couple shots. And again, like I said, it's not the high performance piece. You can see the ball is getting down the lane very easily. It's a very clean bowling ball. It has the, well, newly introduced HK22 CT Max reactive cover added to this Radioactive Vibe. So we've got plenty of length and down lane motion, just like I said before, and I think that's what's going to make this Radioactive Vibe stand out pretty well. Now personally, I think you know, most of these bowling balls with HK22 have been pretty good. That is for sure. I mean, like that last shot, how it went through the pins, that is something that I see with the HK22 a lot. That is like the equivalent of what I'm wanting to see with HK22. That down lane motion that I get from it, it's just about as good as you can get. When they announced this Radioactive Vibe, I think I was kind of prepared for them to add the HK22 type cover to it. And I mean, you can see the down lane motion that we're getting right now, and I think that's going to be the biggest takeaway. It's again the bang for your buck. I think for the ball that is meant for light to medium oil conditions, you really won't be able to beat the price and the performance you get out of this ball. Is that our first miss? I think it was our first miss. I mean, we moved a little bit, we didn't move enough, that's for sure. We need to move more. And we're bowling on the typical house shot here at Blue River Bowl for today's video. It's gotta be close. Maybe not. So that last shot was a little more than I expected. Again, I think I'm kind of downplaying the amount of performance we're going to get out of this Radioactive Vibe here, so we're going to move a few more boards right for a couple more shots and see what we have here. Maybe the ball needed a few shots of going down the lane to get some oil on it, because now it is making a pretty hard right turn for me at the moment, that is for sure. So we have the Vibe core again wrapped with the HK22 CT Reactive Max cover. Again, you put this with, I believe the RG is 251 and a differential of 042, so keeps the ball, again, not being a super big, strong core that we have. The differential is definitely not too much. You're not looking at the most amount of flare out of some of the bowling balls, so it keeps it a little cleaner, matched up with this HK22 cover. I think this ball is going to be great for, especially the guys with a lot of rev rate. I think on a lot of house shots. And we're going to find some house shots with not a whole lot of oil. This will be the ball. Again, you can tell this ball is clean. It's not going to be that big, strong, aggressive ball that you have in your bag. So I think this could come into play, especially for me, on a lot of house shots as well. Looks like we have the pocket a little more under control now that we've moved farther right. Again, pattern's breaking down. This ball is for light to medium oil conditions, and that is usually what we bowl on here. So this should be the bowling ball in my hands right now. We'll throw one more from farther right here, then we'll throw a couple. We'll move left for the next couple. Okay, I am really surprised by the amount of hook that I see from this ball down lane. I mean, to start, we were looking good. Now it is clearly showing how much you're going to get down lane from this ball, that's for sure. So we're gonna move pretty far left from where we were. Gonna take some hand out, pick up the ball speed a little bit and see what we have. Didn't really add a whole lot of rotation to that shot, just kind of less rotation, less rev rate. Gonna kind of up that a little bit, be more aggressive this time. In the same spot, same area here, and we'll go back right. I'm just amazed again at the performance we're seeing. I think you know, we had the Ocean Vibe recently. To me, the Ocean Vibe is probably one of the cleanest and you know, maybe one of the weakest balls we had in the line at the time. And I mean, as clean as this Radioactive Vibe is, I think to me this one is stronger. I think this one, you see a lot more performance down lane from this compared to the Ocean Vibe, but that is just me. I think people are going to be really surprised when they see the performance they get out of this ball. I think it kind of compares to what I said about the Tundra Fire as well. They added HK22 to the Tundra line, and that made that ball stronger with more performance for me. I think this Radioactive Vibe is going to be the same thing. Coming up soon, we will have another video showing off the Hammer Dark Web Hybrid as well. Maybe if we have enough time, we will compare the two. Again, if you watch some of the videos, we have plenty of bowling balls that have just been announced and released, so more ball reviews coming up to the channel, that is for sure. Oh, that's got to hook a lot. Not a good shot. That is all we have for today's video. Again, I appreciate you all tuning in to see what we have with this new Hammer Bowling Radioactive Vibe. Again, I think the biggest takeaway is that the amount of performance you're getting out of this ball. It is meant for light to medium oil conditions, but you know, it's obviously a clean piece that you can see, but the amount of just downlane motion, the amount of pop that you're getting off the end of the pattern, it's a lot more than advertised, I think. So if you're looking for that, if you're looking more bang for your buck, I think this Radioactive Vibe is the way to go. And we're gonna have more ball reviews coming up to the channel soon. If you haven't already, please go like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time. Oh, that needs to push. Struck.